to your practice. We're just gonna drop in and begin. So wherever you are, if you're gonna be seated on a couch, or this is called easy pose, not always such an easy pose, you can use blocks. And we just begin by connecting with the breath. Sometimes it just helps to sigh it all out first. Breath in, breath out. The gaze is soft, whether the eyes are open or closed, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you've had a hectic week, you can bring one hand over the heart, one on the belly. Notice where your breath is landing and just observing that. Sometimes when we don't resist and we just observe, it begins to shift and move through, noticing if there's any tension in the hands or the feet. And as you begin to arrive, the hips begin to loosen up. It's just an integration of the nervous system letting go, unwinding. It is Friday. Yay! Taking some circles, maybe bringing the shoulders into it. Good job. Notice if you hold the breath and just continue to breathe. Maybe noticing the temperature, the smells, just carving out this time for you. Coming back to center. If you ever get distracted, always resetting, coming back to the breath. The breath will be our guide and our anchor for this practice. Sometimes rocking, that is very, very calming for me, but we all are different. So I invite you to come into a tabletop. Everything is an invitation. So this is part of the eating disorder yoga, is empowering what feels great in your body. Hands down to the earth, toes tucked under. This is cat-cow. Shoulders above hands, hips above the knees. Dropping the shoulders back, heart is open, rounding the spine. Using your breath. Good job. We'll be moving through some flows, but always do what feels best to you. You can hit a playlist, music, or whatever you like. Bringing in any smells, sounds, feeling the hands on the earth, so being grounded. Good job. And then we'll drop into a child's pose if it's accessible to you. I'll give you some variations. So a full extended child's pose would be knees out to the side, but just listen to your body. Inhaling, not forcing. Ahimsa, kindness. Lengthen as you send the hips back to the heels. And a restorative pose, or another word saying a supported, inhaling, walking it out, letting the torso be held. You could stay here for the remainder of your practice. That is the yoga. Hello. And this dog is very skittish. So you see, he knows when I feel calm. And then other way, they can feel the energy. And you could also place a blanket back here. It feels so great. So I'll just grab a pillow. So I'm giving you different variations because I did promise a restorative practice. Let it all go. we're just stretching, breath in, breath out. It matches our inhalation and the exhalation. We'll move through some flows. And if you are just wiped out, honor your body wherever you are. You can put these aside, and if you couldn't get to the floor, reflection is, or a child's pose is just surrendering. Could be taking your hands and just here. They're all just suggestions. With that, we will come into a downward facing dog. So a lot of times you'll just see people just pop up really fast, tucking the toes under. Inhale, yes, hips up to the sky, pushing the earth away. You're on the balls of the feet, so looking back at your legs, what you've moved through this week. Good job. If anything is ever painful, just coming out of that. And then maybe even taking coming up on the toes, shifting the heels to one way. Inhale that lengthening, exhale the softening. Good job. Always adjusting.